Hi everybody, my name's Heidi and welcome to Minds Connect, to another Life Lessons Live. Yes, it's been a couple of weeks, a good week or so. I was in the middle of a moving house, and I chose to take a break from my life lessons and now re-record from now. So tonight I would love to discuss with you this idea around, are we there yet? In Australia, it is well known that when we pack our children in the car to go on a trip somewhere, perhaps for even an hour down to the coast or something like that, or on a longer trip to go visit relatives further away, that our children will quite often get in the car and we're no less than just around the corner from home, nowhere near the destination, and they will literally say, "Are we there yet?" And a lot of parents like pulling their hair out because this then ensues for the rest of the journey quite often. So lots of parents have lots of different tools that they use in their beautiful parent tool bag that they pull out to entertain children or to keep their minds away from this question coming up again of, are we there yet? They'll play games, they'll do all kinds of inventive, beautiful things. It occurred to me last week and over the weekend with my own children that it's not just children who display this kind of behaviour. Adults are also displaying this kind of behaviour. And from my own experience, it's not just adults within Australia. This is something that many adults around the world can be prone to doing. And it's obviously a behaviour that is developed from your own upbringing. And I'm not here to say that it's good, bad, ugly, anything. It just is. So let's just first of all accept that it just is. And I'm not labelling you or it, all right? I'm just saying it's a behaviour that some of us, many of us, like to do or choose, have learnt to do, this "are we there yet" kind of behaviour. Now, if I pop that into context for you, it could sound like this. An adult saying, "Oh, I can't wait till things are back to normal after this lockdown." Heard that one before? Yeah, I heard that one an awful lot and I read it a lot on social media. I don't watch the news. I can only imagine there would be people on the news saying the same thing as well. It infiltrated down to my children, that's for sure. I wasn't the one of these people saying this, but there were many people around the world saying this. Could it have been you? Perhaps you were saying it. Perhaps your brothers and sisters were saying it. Perhaps your aunties and uncles or your grandparents, people around you, co-workers, perhaps the people in your building or who live near your house, in your neighbourhood, was saying exactly this. "Oh, I can't wait until things get back to normal." And then you might have actually heard people saying, "Well, guess what? It's not going to go back to normal. There's been a whole lot of changes while the whole world's been in lockdown. And now we're going to come back to a new normal. So it's not going to be the normal we know. It will be similar in many ways, but it won't be the same. It'll be a new normal." And how exciting. For many of us, this is something quite exciting. But let's come back to this idea about people saying, particularly adults saying, "Are we there yet?" This kind of behaviour. It might also sound like, "I can't wait until we get there." Interesting, isn't it? This could actually have sent you, this lockdown period could have sent you dipping into sadness, frustration, for loss of income or things like that. Not being able to see your loved ones or people close to you have the social interaction that you were used to. It could have sent you into misery or even depression. It could have seen you facing a very abusive and toxic relationship and not being able to escape that during this time, which is quite severe. And if that's the case, please contact somebody that you know and let them know. Reach out. There's always people out there who are ready to help and reach out. okay, to listen. So if we look at all of this, these are external factors like the lockdown that can make us feel a certain way. Now, making us feel a certain way, it's actually us that choose to feel a certain way, no matter what the circumstance. And how do I know this? In my coaching business, working with lots of different people who've moved through depression, past traumas, abuse in their childhood or younger years, even into adulthood, also moving through generational abuse or generational traumas. A lot of people will fall into these patterns, okay? And they will blame external factors quite often. I also moved through my own personal journey on some of these things in my own life, and at the time when I was living it, it felt as if, and it really does feel real, as if these things are happening to you. They're external factors. Now, the thing is, yes, they're happening, but guess what we're in charge of? We're always in charge of ourselves, of the inside, of you inside. You're always in charge of you inside, of how you feel in any moment. Yes, you might feel sad. Yes, you might feel angry. Yes, you might feel happy. Yes, you might feel joy. And you might go through a wave of emotions day by day. And there's nothing wrong with that. The thing is noticing your patterns, noticing the things that could set you into a certain area of a mood, to particularly set you into a space where you could potentially feel a certain way. Then it's about increasing your awareness and choosing your response. Now, it sounds easy when I say it like this, but it does take time to develop. It's much more useful when you actually have somebody that you can be accountable with, whether it's a coach or a buddy, that you can be a friend, that you can be accountable with, keep you on track with picking up these patterns of behavior that you've had before and starting to shift the thought patterns, okay? So if we come back to this idea around, are we there yet? No, we're not at the end of the video yet, and that's okay if you're thinking that, because it is a pattern that's been planted in you that you have adopted as your own, probably since childhood, and that's okay. Bringing awareness to the fact that you have this pattern is the key. It's the key to unlocking all of it. So what is the solution for this? What is the thing that can help us solve this problem, if we want to call it a problem? You may not even feel like it's a problem, and that's okay. So moving from are we there yet, what is the thing that can overcome this idea or this way of being, this thinking? It is actually reveling and fully embracing the now, okay? So it's being joyful in the now moments, feeling all of the enthusiasm, feeling all the happiness, feeling all of whatever the emotion is in each moment, each now moment, and moving to the next one, okay? From now to the next now to the next now, and continue doing that. So I liken it to my saying my late mother used to say all the time was, I like to smell the roses. She liked to stop and smell the roses. So what does this saying mean? It means to actually stop what you're doing, to bring awareness to what is around you in each moment. Notice the people who are there. Notice the smells that are in the air around you. Notice the sense, the touch or the temperature that is around you. Allow your skin, which is your largest organ, to receive those messages. Allow yourself to feel the heat of the sun or the coolness of the air on your skin, okay? Allow yourself to see what is around you and open up your perspective, widen it up, take the blinkers off and actually start to open it up and see into even your peripheral and feel who is around you, what is around you, and just take all of that information in. So when you start to do that, you can also move into a space of gratitude. being grateful for these sensations, for the people around you, for the place that you live in, for all of the beautiful things that you experience on your day, even if it's a walk down to the bus to catch that to work, even if it's a walk out to the car to get into your car to drive somewhere, even if it's to go for a walk on your morning walk. Okay, what are the beautiful things that you notice? Opening your awareness to this now moment rather than going, oh, I've got to be here by this time and I've got to get it done, and are we there yet? How about we slow down? Yes, you can still go on that beautiful walk in the morning, for example, and yes, you can take 20 minutes doing it or half an hour, however long you want, and you'll be back on time. But you know what? You also get to enjoy that walk while you're on it and receive all of the messages, all of the information, all of the sensory things along the way. This is what stopping to smell the roses is all about. Okay? This is the thing where we get to enjoy the journey. If we're so focused on, are we there yet? Like our children in the car, then we miss the whole journey. We miss the people that we're with on the journey. We miss the experiences that are right here around us and happening. We don't get involved in them when we are too focused on, are we there yet? So I invite you today, if you're watching this, to stop and smell the roses. Start to open your awareness to what is happening around you and start to enjoy the journey. Start to really, truly, deeply appreciate what is around you, who is around you, how you're being in the space even, how you're interacting with the others, whether they be people, plants, pets, whatever they be. How is it all working together? Because it's absolutely divine. It's all beautifully interlinked and joined in some way. So I do hope that this has been helpful for you today, this life lesson on shifting from, are we there yet, to let's have absolute appreciation and gratitude in the moment. Stopping to smell the roses. I do hope that has been helpful for you today. Please give me feedback. I love hearing the feedback from people, whether this has been helpful. Share with your friends. Somebody else you know may benefit from this, and you never just know. It could be one little line and they understand that and that was for them. If you haven't already subscribed, you can find me on YouTube on Minds Connect Coaching and also on Facebook on Minds Connect Coaching. I have packages available for people who wish to transform their lives. And we work on whole body transformation. My name is Heidi Goodman. Thank you. Namaste.